Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome to ERO's F3 division. It's our official round 4, kind of third race in reality. My name is Webbo. I'll be your commentator for the race today, and you join us just as the drivers are readying up. So a minimum of delay at the start here. Welcome if you're joining us. Let us know who you're here to support. And who you're predicting a strong finish from tonight. In terms of our F3 Championship, Konis leads with 2 wins out of the 3 available races so far. But I think under a certain amount of pressure has decided to turn off ABS for, of all places, this fiendishly difficult Baku circuit in Azerbaijan. That we all know is tremendously difficult in certain parts. Worthwhile just mentioning, I've got some allergies today, so I might sound a little bit nasal. And if I manage to pull the microphone plug in time before sneezing, I will be doing very well indeed. So bear with me today. Konis leading the championship from Pangrio, who will not be making an appearance today for the race. Looks like we've got bright sunshine in the pit lane so far. Maciek is third with one second place so far, and Edzak is currently fourth with a single third place. So looking forward to this one, guys. It should be a good one. I think we've got a few guests in the driver list, and I will try and stay with your race order as far as possible. I think it's Goldzik is actually the first person out on track, so we will do him the honour of following him along for his first lap. Thanks to Luke in the chat. He says it's going to be dry all over today. There you go. And Wagonar says a 1:37 possible. And Gula is here for Casper again. I think we've had this before. He predicting a Casper win. So we will see if your prediction comes to fruition. It would be certainly nice to see a different winner and a closing of the championship. That second place is up for grabs in the championship today by virtue of Pangrio not being here. So looking forward to seeing the cars running at full speed. So here comes Goldzik, just getting himself together for the final part of the lap. Shouldn't need too much tyre warming. There's plenty of stops and high load. But he's not happy with his temperatures just yet. It's a super long start-finish straight, of course, after those 2 flat-out corners, depending on fuel load, tyre life, and what have we. But it should be flat out if you've got your tyres up to temperature here. And Goldzik in the Aston Martin is proceeding down the start-finish line, be looking for his braking point, which is shortly after the start-finish lights. Getting the car into turn 1, rides the outside curb nicely, seems to maximise the track nicely here, and yep, touches that inside curb. Doesn't bounce himself into the wall, which is a danger area. And talking of danger areas, we're approaching perhaps the most frequent accident occurrence, this treacherous turn 3. Through here safely, swings the car around to get a good entry for turn 4. And then the corners come thick and fast with 5 and 6. Almost a chicane, but really a bit too slow to call it a chicane. A left-right. And then over into the tight 7. He grabs a huge amount of that entry curb. And then the castle walls loom as we go through 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, big moment. Possibly distracted by the touring car in front of him. But it's time to get a safe banker lap in. Looks like a good line, but perhaps not absolute maximum speed to finish off Sector 2. And now it's all about just positioning the car, making sure your right foot is planted firmly down, or your right index finger, depending on whether you're a controller or wheel user. And Goldzik sprints for the line then on medium tyres, so we'll see what his banker lap can do. Goldzik for the line, obviously a 39.7, so some distance off the top time trials, but certainly no complaints from us on that front. Let's have a look and see the Mercedes of Paul Jones is about to cross the line, and his first lap in soft tyres will be a 39.9, followed by Edzak in the AlphaTauri of 40.1. So these laps not setting the world alight. What about Casper? I'm sure Guller is screaming at me on the chat to follow Casper, and he goes provisional pole on a 39.2. A safe, as I said before, a safe banker lap. JJ Dog now for the line, hooking that inside wall almost dangerously, a 40.4 for JJ Dog. And I think we've got one of the Ferraris, it's Banks out there, looking to set his first time, and it's a 40.2. Good enough for 5th position right now. I think we've got potentially, is that Haas? Haas about to cross the line. It's Fry Pepper. And is he just starting a lap? I think he is. We'll ride with Fry Pepper then and try and keep you abreast of what's going on at the front. Konis goes 4th provisionally on soft tyres. Goldzik's lap on those mediums looking better and better as the rest of the laps come in. Kaizachi has gone super safe on a 41.5 in the Haas. Fry Pepper's teammate here. Pepper progressing well through the lap. Heading for the line then, and Fry Pepper on a P3, a 39.750, just a shade slower than Goldzik's medium time, and Konis goes up there with a faster lap in P2. Nice work from the McLaren driver. I think we'll see, I think it's JJ Dog out there, you know, he's about halfway around the lap. So Black Wolf in the Red Bull heading to the pits. He's done with his lap. Who else have we got out there finishing up a lap? I think we'll best ride with JJ Dog for his second run. But this is looking like an in-lap to me. So a little bit of a lull in the action so far. What's Prof Chen up to? Prof Chen, 35-second first sector. This corner much faster than you think, turn 7, given you can ride all over that apex curve, I should say. And Prof Chen safely through the castle. There's a few drivers on laps ahead. Hopefully they won't slow too drastically, but they're locked together at the moment. Prof Chen wide entry for turn 15. That should see the sector out. see if we can get through these corners, left and right, avoid the outside wall. Just praying for that start-finish line to arrive. There's a long time just waiting there. Just under the flag, and a 1:41.2 for Prof Chen, first lap. Racing Gus goes pole immediately for the for AlphaTauri, 39.1, a nice nice early lap, and that will be great for him to be able to lean on that lap and really attack his next runs. We've got 8.5 minutes left to go of this session. Let's see what Goldzic is doing. He's come back out on mediums again, and why wouldn't he if his lap time is that competitive on medium tyres so far. Took the car in. Goldzic looking good through this one. A couple of corners before we find his sector time. Nothing too dramatic so far. Lots of time the car spent in shadow, and he's 4/10 faster than his previous time, which isn't good enough for pole through the first two sectors. There's very little you can do to grab time in this final sector. It's all about your exit from the final real corner of turn 16. And we'll wait and wait and wait to see what happens with Goldzic's next lap. Nice straight line to the finish, a 3/10 improvement up to P3, so making it a 2-3 for Aston Martin so far. The AlphaTauris are coming back past again. I think one of them's heading into the pits, so that would be Egzak. Deposes Goldzic straight away, so Goldzic didn't manage to stay third for very long, unfortunately for him. Casper, a new pole position for Aston Martin in a 38.7. Big improvement, and a big gap for everyone to slot into between first and second now. I've got yellow flags appearing, as you'd expect. Kaizachi about to cross the line, a 1.1 second improvement for him, but only good enough for P11. As we see, Banks, he got himself, he's just starting a lap, I believe. A little bit further down, we've got just behind him on the track, Fry Pepper on an out lap. Let's ride with Fry Pepper in this Haas. Neatly through the first two corners. So a purple first sector for Fry Pepper. He's got this one lit up. Looking good. Cross that apex of 7 always surprises me how much of that people can grab, and I can't believe how close he got to the wall on the left hand side through 8 into the castle. Beautiful line so far. Be surprised if this is not a significantly faster time for Fry Pepper up to the second sector. He comes right in the middle of the braking zone, and a 1.1 second improvement so far. The track will be improving, but I doubt that much. And what can Fry Pepper do then, just to consolidate that, or try and stretch that slightly? He's currently P8, Fry Pepper, on a 139.7. What does he have as he comes towards the line? Straight into pole position, and I'm so glad we caught that its entirety on stream. What a great lap, a 38.3 from Fry Pepper. Magic stuff from him. Got some claims that Casper's causing some issues on track, but I'm afraid I haven't caught that, so I can't comment. Paul Jones is, I think, during into the pits. Has he got some sort of damage? He's going very, very slowly indeed. And we've got a Red Bull out there. There's only one Red Bull, and that's Black Wolf. And Black Wolf is gone from the session. Not entirely sure on that one. Let's have a look at Fry Pepper's teammate Kozachi, who's out on soft tyres. I wonder what Goldzik does for his final sector. Does he decide to double down and keep using the mediums for a great first sector? Or not? We'll see. Kozachi then not happy with that lap, heading into the pits. I think there's time for one more from everybody, and I think we've got one of the Alpha Tauris on an out lap. Fry Pepper we know is on his way in. Let's see what we've got. The blue cars of Prof Chen on an out lap. So Fry Pepper on his way in. It's just that lull now while we wait for the drivers to finish their laps up. So Prof Chen about to start that lap. I want to make sure we catch Goldzik's and everybody else's laps, because they're all out there. It's 2 minutes to go, just about enough time to come out the pits, get round, start a lap, pending any sort of traffic anyway. So Prof Chen into turn 3. Please, as the boss has said on the stream, please make sure you like the video tonight. We got 16 likes last week. Let's try and get better than that. I'd love to see those grow. We did pretty well with views as well last week. So compared to the other leagues, I think we came second or third across the whole channel for last week's racing in Singapore. So I hope we can do a little bit better as well than that this week. That's got to be our aim. Prof Chen then heading out. We'll see his sector 2 time, but unless it's significant, I'm going to check out what Casper and Edzak are up to. Those guys right at the front of our grid. So Prof Chen, well, he is 7/10 faster, which he needs to be, because he's got a second between him and the car in front. Let's have a look at Casper then, who's on his lap, and we'll see how strongly he's performing. He's gone out on soft tyres, so has Goldzik then. Goldzik decided that that medium run he'd rather start higher as Casper hits the wall. Little double tap with the sidewalls of his tyres. He's looking good though, he might make an improvement. I doubt he'll get to pole. But let's see what we've got. So Casper sprinting down there for the line, and a tiny improvement in the end, unfortunately for him. What has Edzak got in response? Can he get himself up above his teammate, or even up to the second row, up to the second place? I don't think he can, but let's see if he can get above his teammate. He does. Grabs that position off Racing Us out there currently, but Goldzik is on his lap, and he's invalidated. So Goldzik won't go any faster, and I think he will get to start on those medium tyres after all, because his fastest time was set on those. So fascinating stuff. Racing Us through the castle. Nicely done. Close to the wall there. Very close on the right hand side, but that will definitely do nicely through the end of the lap. He's 5/10 faster than his best time so far. This could be pretty special from Racing Gus. And we head out there to the line. Konis has retired. Konis on his times, well, great lap. Nearly 7/10 improvement from Racing Us at the end there, and he gets himself right up to the front row of the grid, but no one can come close to Fry Pepper. I think everybody else is heading on in to the pits, so I think that will be our grid. Goldzik, as I said, didn't manage to improve, but will start 7th on mediums. Konis, switching off ABS, leaves himself down in P8, and defending his lead in the championship will be much more difficult from all the way back there. We'll see it shake out, but your order looks to be Fry Pepper, Racing Us, Casper. Luke saying he caught a toe there, which is very, very handy for him. So here's your starting order. Fry Pepper will take the pole position on a 38.3 on soft tyres, followed closely by Racing Gus, just 75 thousandths faster, slower than Fry Pepper. Then we've got the Dane Casper, followed by Edzak in the second AlphaTauri. So AlphaTauri looking strong tonight. JJ Dog in 5th, Paul Jones in 6th, Goldzik in 7th place, and Konis in the first or only one of the McLarens in 8th, followed by Kaizachi starting 9th in the Haas. Bankst and Maciek, the Ferrari drivers, start together, and then starting on free choice of tyres we'll have Profchen, Black Wolf, Vapor Shadow and Wax, who didn't manage to set a time. Fantastic. Please remember to subscribe to the ERO channel for lots of other races throughout the week. This racing week will be Azerbaijan, so if you love that track, check it out and like all the videos for us. If you want to follow my outputs on Twitter, you can do. My name's Webbo, and my Twitter handle is @WebboRed5, same as my Discord. But let's see what can be done from the front here. I've got high hopes for a better run through, a better result for the championship than the last two dominant wins by Konis. I mean, if Konis wins this one, all power to him, frankly, because he's turned off the assist that everybody was complaining about, given his OP. But yeah, let's bed in and see what goes on in this race. I'm expecting really good stuff from the drivers. Fairly big gaps, but this is a very long track around Azerbaijan, so no real complaints from that front. You see a mix of tyre strategies. There's Goldzik on the mediums, as I said before, managing to start on from 7th, so that should be really, really strong for him, but he'll be vulnerable to Konis and Kaizachi off the line. And then just Prof Chen has decided to stay on the lead strategy of starting on softs, with Maciek down there, and everybody else in the bottom 5 starting on mediums. So Vapor Shadow will start from 14th. I don't think I managed to mention him earlier, and Black Wolf, as I said, is the only one with the only Red Bull tonight. Got Prof Chen in the Williams, and the 2 Ferraris of Maciek and Bankst. Tricky to get the tyres warmed up on this outlap. Just need to keep a safe distance from the car in front, make sure no one's running into each other. Nice starting order for the Haas team, 1st and 9th. Here's Kaizachi. Goldzik starts ahead of Konis. I wonder if we'll have a new big moves in the championship after this week. I'll of course let you know at the start of the stream next week. Paul Jones starting the only Mercedes, so we've got single car teams for Mercedes, Alpine, Red Bull tonight. Anybody else? Alfa Romeo as well. JJ Dog has left the session, so I imagine if any drivers are listening, an invite to JJ Dog would be very much appreciated and desperately needed. Wax is back. He's managed to get in here. I hope that doesn't cause a glitch, a join during the formation lap. But we'll wait and see. If it is, stay with us on stream. I'll try and connect us, and if the stream fails, remember to go back to the Euro homepage and check us out. Find the F3 video and start up again. There will be a little pause if we do have an issue. Let's hope we can get through without it though. Just now waiting for those start lights. So Fry Pepper on the left, on the outside entry for the next corner. Racing us in the AlphaTauri beside him. I've got no starting lights, but I have got starting cameras. Fingers crossed, everybody. We'll be able to get going in the race. I think because of that join from Wax during the formation lap, and possibly from Paul Jones, I think we may have a problem. Sorry, folks. Does look like we're going to have that issue that we were kind of expecting. I think we're going to need to restart, unfortunately. Like I say, I'll stay on stream as long as possible, and it might help out. Got some flashing start lights. Does this mean we might get going? It's lights out. It's go, go, go at ERO's F3 round in Azerbaijan. Good start from the Aston Martin. We've got... I'm just trying to see whether we're actually going to get going on this one. I think everybody's retiring from the session. Yeah, I think we are going to have a new lobby. I don't see this one lasting. Yeah, okay, we will restart. Just for your enjoyment, we'll continue watching what happens with the AI battling each other until I get a new invite, and then I'll get on. Look at that, even the safety car managed to, even the AI managed to trigger a safety car on lap 1 in Azerbaijan. So, Polman Fry Pepper did leave the session, so I think what happened, wow, look at that one, car up on its side. I think what potentially happened was the person who was holding up the stream left the session, and that then triggered everybody to get going, and the game decided to do a very jittery start. So bear with us, please. I will try, as I say, to keep the stream running. If not, if this stream ends, make sure you go back to the homepage of ERO, subscribe, and we'll be back with you very shortly.